If you only knew the power of the dark side, it is your destiny.
Good morning, sick world. Here comes your sick servant at the break of the day, at the break of the news. The struggle for life and a meaning not present.
Hello everyone, this is Take the Gate. It is December 22nd, 2014, and I'm bringing you a story that was also found on the Free Thought Project, and it is titled Cops in Indiana Start Arresting People for Being Annoying While Drinking. And this is titled and written by John Vibes, and this is in Indiana. And I've been following how the Indiana Excise Police have been arresting college students and unwary people outside of bars who may or may not have been drinking underage. And this gives ammunition for the police to start arresting people indiscriminately by their own behavior, by basically saying that this person was being annoying while drunk. You don't have to be drunk. They can just say you're being annoying and systematically arrest you. According to the Indiana Supreme Court, which voted unanimously to uphold the state's public intoxication statute, which makes it illegal to annoy someone while under the influence of alcohol. The law specifically calls for the misdemeanor charges against people who harass, annoy, or alarm another person while drunk. So there is no test when you go to the jail to determine whether or not you, as a pedestrian, are in fact drunk in public. It is based on the word and testimony of a law enforcement officer. So it's your word against that law enforcement officer, or whether or not you had been or had not been drunk or drinking at that time. You just have to assume that the officer is telling the truth as a judicial expert. Now, it says like here that the laws for public intoxication in Indiana have been constantly changing in recent years, and prior to 2012, it was actually illegally to be drunk in public anywhere in the state at all. And the recent court ordinance, or the recent law ordinance, despite its loose wording, was said to be a step up from the previous laws that were in place. Under the previous law, it was even illegal to be drunk as a passenger in a vehicle with a sober driver. So, this situation, it says, is a perfect example of the interesting dynamic that takes place when and between lawmakers and in law enforcers, where each group blames the other for the violence of the system, when in reality, they are both responsible. No, they are doing exactly what they want to do, because they are both repressive. The people making the laws and the people interpreting those laws and the people enforcing those laws, I mean, it's likely all three of those categories are oppressive. And they don't understand when they're crafting these laws every single nuance that has to go through them in order to give somebody the opportunity to basically survive without being harassed in public, as African Americans know. So let's do a hypothetical situation here. There was a person who was drinking an Arizona iced tea in public, and this person was an aspiring rap artist who was thrown to the ground and brutalized by a alcohol control officer for drinking an iced tea in public with no alcohol in it. But based on this law, this person who was drinking an Arizona iced tea or an iced tea in public, thrown to the ground, is subject to resisting arrest, obstruction of official business, disorderly conduct, and this intoxication law, and any other charges that police officers fabricate from their own imagination, or because they're telling the truth. And a judge wouldn't know otherwise. So here we have another example of a bad law being upheld in the United States. in Indiana. So everyone should be aware of this and call your lawmakers. And hopefully when enough lawmakers start seeing this or getting arrested for it, the shift will change, the sea change will happen, and they will do something about it. This is Take the Gate. Please comment, rate, and subscribe. I will leave links in the comments below. Thank you for watching. Signing out.